Hello everyone, in this video here I'll be doing a demonstration of how to remove the bumper on a BMW. This is an E23 body style. The car I have here basically is a 1984 733i. Now this does pertain to the North American spec cars, which do have the wider bumper as opposed to the Euro spec cars, which do have the lower profile style bumper. So basically what we have here, we have a plastic outside casing all the way around, and we do have a solid aluminum bumper assembly, I guess I'll call it here, that goes along the front of the car. Now first what we want to start by doing is you want to start by removing your front license plate if you are equipped with one. I know depending on some provinces and states it isn't mandatory to have a front license plate. So I've already removed the license plate. Now you want to remove the license plate bracket, which does go in behind here. Basically what we have here is two phillips screws that go into this rubber assembly here. Next, we're removing this small rubber assembly. We have to remove this in order to get behind the rubber trim here, which there is bolts in behind that hold on this aluminum piece. First we want to start by doing is there's 4 retaining clips here. So using a flat screwdriver, just going into the bottom side and the top side, we'll pry them out slowly, being careful not to break them. Now once we have this off, we can move on to the next part, which I'll show you in a minute. Now in order to move this where the license plate bracket goes into here, you need to remove this first in order to get the rubber bumpers off here in order to access the bolts in behind. And basically what you'll have here is 4 retaining clips. And all you have to do here is just taking a flat screwdriver, just going in behind and just pulling them out both ways. Don't work it in from one side, work it on from both sides here, just to ensure you don't break these off. So once you have them out, just pop out like so. And then basically what we'll do next here is just working in behind here. This trim will just pop off. Now it does hold into 4 places in behind here. Basically what those retaining tabs do here is just spread out those clips right there into square holes in the bumper so it just doesn't come out. Now once you have this removed, you can then work on to these trim pieces here. Now these trim pieces, basically it does help here, just pull them back on here, but you want to be careful because this can bend here and the clips in behind can pull out of the rubber trim. So you want to make sure not to destroy any of this. Basically you have one clip that comes in behind almost level with the kidney grill here, so it's just about 1 inch in here. Then you have another one here coming from the high beam, just the edge of it here, comes straight out. There's another one located right in there. And once you pop the plastic trim pieces back, there's 2 clips located in behind here. And basically when you are looking straight on the bumper, one will be where the headlight almost starts, the high beam headlight, just about 1 inch in towards the kidney grill here. Comes straight out. See the one clip right there. Then on the edge of the kidney grill here, when you come straight out, you'll see the other one right in this location here. Now this is rubber coated steel, so it will bend to some extent here. Basically when you have this out, you can rebend it back in the location itself, and you'll have on the exact same location on the opposite side here, you'll have the same 2 clips which you also have to remove. Now once you remove these rubber trim here, you'll have both 19mm nuts located behind them. Now there's only 2. Once you remove these nuts, then you can pull this aluminum bumper itself, you can pull it straight back, and you have access to the bolts for the plastic trim piece that goes around the bumper. And once you remove the lens here, you have 2 bolts here. They're both 8mm. Once you remove those, you can then pull it out. And once you pull this assembly out, there is a rubber grommet in the inside of the fender well here. It goes the same for both sides. Basically what we want to do is just follow this wire where it does go through the inner fender there, and you can see it right down the bottom. It's a little hard to see in the camera. You may have to push this back in through in order to get this reflector out, so you do have access to that bolt in behind there. Now if you want a more detailed video, I'll post a link to the bottom how to remove, full description of how to remove these parking lights themselves. Now in just a second here, I'll go over all the locations of the bolts are here. Now these are all 10mm bolts. Some of them you'll be able to reach with a ratchet. The other ones you'll have to get in there with a wrench, because there is more tight clearances for it. Okay, just to go over where all the bolts are right now. Now I've already removed the marker lights here. You'll see there is one hiding in the inside here. Now the easiest way to reach that is with a just with a wrench. Basically, it's too hard to get even if I have a small ratchet here, there's not enough movement, not enough room or clearance for the head of the ratchet in there, so I just found the wrench was the easiest way. Now if you do have a ratcheting wrench, I'm sure that'll be a lot easier to get at. Now that goes to the same, this bolt back in here. Now you actually have to go from the underside, laying on the ground, up into here, for this one here. Basically same thing. I found the easiest way to get at it was a wrench. Unfortunately the ratchet I had didn't actually have enough movement within the inside there. It was hitting on the bottom of the bumper itself. Now there is one directly under here. You can get that with a ratchet. It's no problem at all. Next we're moving on to one here. Here's where the bumper shock is located. You have one bolt right there, and then you have one on the center, and basically just around the other side it just mirrored the exact same location. One there. You go on from the other side here to get the one there. You go from the wheel well from the other side to get the one on the side there, and then you remove the marker light and there's one behind there also. Now before you pull the bumper off fully here, you can see I just have it hanging on the edge there. Basically what you want to do is you want to unclip the temperature sensor here. This is just a plug that just pulls back. There's no nothing you have to depress on here. And if you're looking for where it plugs into, it does plug into this little retaining clip right here. So it sits in there like that. So once you pull it back, you can unplug it and you're ready to remove the whole bumper itself off. Now as for removing these reflectors here, basically what you have to do is get in behind the plastic trim piece here, and we'll have two little just spread tangs here on the back side. Now I've already removed the one on the other side here to just give you an idea of what it does look like. Basically what we have to do here is we have to depress these with a pair of pliers, and once you're depressing them you also have to push them out. You have to do them one at a time, and once you start getting it worked out you just keep pushing. I wouldn't recommend really prying on the opposite side here, just so you don't scratch the actual lens itself, or you don't scratch the existing bumper or put any nicks in it. So basically once you get it moving you can slowly work it out and you just pop it out like so. Basically when it's out you should have something that looks like this. Now just to recap here where the bolt holes are on this plastic piece here for the bumper. You have one in the corner there. Next one goes right there. Next one in the center here. One right there. One also goes on that side there. Then we'll have two on the top here. And then we'll also have two on these brackets on the bottom here. Now just going back to the vehicle here, we'll have one right on the fender here, one in behind the marker light. Then those metal tabs that stick up on the bottom of the bumper, that goes right there. One on the bottom side there. And we'll also have one directly down from the kidney grill there. One on each side of the bumper shock, so one here, and there'll be one in this area. And then again it's mirrored over just from the driver's side here to the passenger, one on there, and then one behind the marker light, and then just below the fender. And this concludes the rest of my tutorial video. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to post them. Also, please subscribe to my channel for any further tutorial videos, as well as rate this video. Thank you for watching.